So today we're going to try to make a bouncing ball. Let's see if we can do this. First thing we'll do is get rid of the current object. We'll select it, left click, X to delete it, and we'll go to top view, 7, Shift A. We're going to add a mesh and make it a plane, and this is just a location for the ball to bounce. Back to side view, maybe lift up the cursor a little bit. And we'll go, so that's, lift up the cursor a little bit. That's Shift and left click. Shift and left click, we can move the cursor. Shift A, add a mesh, and we'll make it a UV sphere. So we've got a plane and a sphere. And we've got no bounce quite yet. Actually, let's go up here to Object. And we'll go down to Shade Smooth. We'll make the ball a little bit smoother. And if we wanted to, actually, while we're here, we could go Shading. And if we select the ball, or select either and click New, we can create or give this thing some color. So we'll just make the ball blue, and we will make the table red. There we go. We've got colors. I'm going to go up and set this to EV Engine as well for the viewport shading. And we'll go back to Layout. And we can go to Modeling as well too, either one. Okay, here we are. Actually, I'm going to leave it in Layout mode. And obviously it's not going to bounce yet. If I hit the space bar, nothing happens. But this will happen soon enough. I'm going to lift this up a little bit just so we can see this window down here. I'm going to take it back down to the 0th or the first frame. And back in side view, 3 on the number pad. And I'm going to shift middle mouse and just move the whole thing down a little bit. I'm going to grab the ball and lift it up to about here. Okay, and I'm going to insert a key. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to insert a key for location and scale. I'm also going to do the last frame, which is going to be the 40th frame. Insert a key for location and scale. Next thing I'm going to do.
Okay, I found this on the web for insert a key for location and.
Thanks, Siri. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is go to the 20th frame, grab the ball, and insert a key down here. I key, by the way, is to insert a key. I key for insert a key. Location and scale. And we should already have an interpolated animation. Look at that. Okay, it doesn't look exactly smooth, but we'll get there. Let's set our end frame to 40. It's just going to be a 40 frame animation. And now it'll just keep repeating. What I would like to do, though, is make this thing look a little bit more realistic. And so we're going to go down here to the 19th frame and insert a key for location and scale. And then we'll go to the 21st frame and insert a key for location and scale. Okay, now just hang in there. We'll get to why we're doing that. Then I move to the 20th frame, and we're going to scale this thing in the X and Y. So S, X, Y. And we're going to just broaden this thing out a little bit. Maybe right about there. Okay, and so let's do the same. Just make sure we got it. It looks a bit egg-shaped. S, X. There we go. Okay, if we punch numbers in, we can get this much more precise. We're just trying to rough this in right now. Back to side view, and I'm going to scale it in the Z as well, and I'm just going to shrink it down a little bit. I'm probably exaggerating it a bit too much, but that's okay. Going to grab it and drop it so it's actually just slightly into the table. That's okay. All right. Now we don't forget to insert a key. Insert a key for location and scale. And if we're lucky, we should have a bouncing ball. Okay, it's not bad actually. If we go back to our EV render, we can actually see this thing is starting to look pretty good. There we go. That's all for today. Over and out.